Well, Elon Musk's presence will soon be felt on Wall Street. His rocket company, SpaceX, has filed an initial public offering, or IPO. That offering could make Musk the world's first trillionaire, with a T. And analysts say SpaceX could raise more than $80 billion and will likely list on the NASDAQ. So here to break down what this means more is Shaun Davies, an associate professor of finance at CU Boulder. Thanks for coming in, Shaun.
Thanks for having me this morning.
Why don't we just start with the basics here? What's the difference between a public and private company?
So private companies raise money through private channels, through things like venture capital and private equity. Those investors are oftentimes looking for an exit, and one of those natural exits is to offer the company to the public through an initial public offering or IPO.
And SpaceX is one of those companies.
Yes.
Why do you believe they've stayed private for so long, and why might this be the time to go public?
So it's been around for over 20 years,
Wow.
Which is remarkable. A lot of people don't appreciate that this company was founded in the early 2000s. They've raised money from private investors that have been very patient. Those investors are looking for a return of capital that they can redeploy in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So those patient hands, the market is right. They're looking for an exit.
They're about to cash in, it sounds like. What does the IPO mean for, I guess, everyday investors?
For everyday investors, well, this company's estimated to be worth $1.8 to $2 trillion. You think, wow, that's going to be one of the biggest companies in the world.
Yeah.
It's only going to raise about $80 billion in this IPO. So there's not actually going to be that many shares available in the public markets. And so while it's a massive company, only about 4 or 5% of the shares will actually be available to the public.
That's a really interesting point. So we know SpaceX is increasingly tied to AI. Is this IPO also becoming maybe a major artificial intelligence story rather than just a space exploration story?
It's almost like a Greek philosopher saying, what is SpaceX?
Sure.
Is it a launch company? Is it a defense company? Is it a broadband, Starlink internet provider company? Or is it an artificial intelligence play? It's this portfolio of lots of different business segments. It is certainly not just a launch company. It's certainly not just Starlink. I think we're going to see a lot of people look at this as an AI play because XAI is part of the company.
Really interesting. So what should long-term investors keep in mind? You mentioned there might be this rush to get in early on this, but the company's been around for 20 years. What should people keep in mind?
Well, keep in mind that if you, like folks like you and I, non-institutional investors, if we buy it at the IPO, which is supposed to happen in mid-June, we're going to be buying it in the secondary market. So the folks that get that IPO pricing right when it prices and goes out, they're going to probably make a lot. How it does in the secondary market, unclear. There's no such thing as easy money.
Right.
But if you believe in the fundamentals, buy it and hold it and be a long-term investor. It might go up, it might go down, but you really got to think about the fundamentals of the company.
Shaun, I'm guessing this is a situation where if we were in on this 20 years ago, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today.
No, we'd be drinking Mai Tais in Hawaii. The people that got in early, they're really looking forward to June.
Yep. Well, really interesting situation here and something we'll certainly watch over the next few months.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. I mean, Elon Musk, whether you love him or hate him, everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
And so we are all going to be watching this like a reality TV show.
Absolutely. Yeah, lots of projects tied to that one company. So certainly a reality show to watch.
Right. Yeah.
Shaun, thank you so much for coming in and sharing some of that insight.
Yeah,
really interesting.